Falcons set and ready to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Tuesday, come here. Tuesday, come here.
What shirt?
I don't have your shirt.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Find Conley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to go deep. He reaches one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with the pick. He's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Just make some pat sale with motherfucking verticals.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Get up out of here, man.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Flushed out right. This one is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Third and 2, now Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Oh, fuck that.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They go play action here on 1st down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 64 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, a 3rd team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Penny. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the 2nd straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure. And he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought, was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserved some respect. But Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families. And remember, last season, he donated every game check to causes that he felt strongly about.
Now Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
20.
Freeman again. take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, wait. Stop right there. Gun. Wait. 21. Go. Get out.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
21. Get up.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Pressure, he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He's out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. kick by Butker is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Tuesday.
On first down, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
That's my fault.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Gun. Hey, gun. Wait. Left. 54, south.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu.
That's bullshit.
Popped in the air and intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing now is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
What up, you scary bum?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. the gun, it's Mahomes.
When are you trying to get time? You call me
The
when you're
20-yard line.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's able to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Hey, South. Hey, right half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back now here on EA Sports.
Let's go. 12. Check three. Here we go.
They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now it's Ryan.
That's bullshit, man. They cheating.
Turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Dog.
By Orlando Scandrick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 51 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Mahomes Mahomes now to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
I have 11 score. They ran the clock out.
Butker now to kick this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, dude, you got to do something to make it pass. So that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. Right. 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Face south. Face south. Check safety. Get up. Let him go.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to fire this thing deep right side.
Come on.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Come on, Hooley.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, express. 21. Gun. 11. Let's go. Gun. Motion.
On 3rd down, Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job.
Stopped him in his tracks. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
There we go.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Rather go in overtime and let that motherfucker run that clock out. Kick through.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Stop making that noise.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. They get it to him running left. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. We'll call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now here comes Kansas City. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes.
Let's go.
This is going to be intercepted. Picked up near the 32. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now the opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Get up! 11. Wait! 21. 11. 12. On!
Throwing now is Ryan. This is going to be intercepted.
Wow.
By Kendall Fuller.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And Hill with it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
I don't know who ball was going to be.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Caught on the right side by Jones. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Hey, express! Well. Got it. Hey, got it. Wait! Go!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Hey, Tuesday.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Dumps that off to Ware. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll leave this for Ware. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And able to find.
You can drop it, man.
And
God
get this well
damn.
past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. On third down, here's Williams.
Let's go! Let's go!
Costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder, maybe you talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's airing it out for Sanu.
Let's go, Sanu.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's go, Sanu.
One-handed. A huge play there in overtime, and even 40 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers now, no matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Chris Jones on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. This to win it in overtime. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run it again with Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Let me pick that shit off, man. Leave me alone right now, too. I'm going to get this one stop. I'm going to get this stop.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
What, Jeremiah? Why you keep asking me that?
I'm asking you for something.
January 5th, 1986.
That was close. Yes, he is. Finally finished logging in.
Super Mario Odyssey. Oh. Odyssey. Odyssey. J. Chill. Chill, where you at?
I mean, 9:50. Yeah. Shoot, turn that down. I'm gonna sleep. What? I need some milk.
Basement. Oh, I'm not leaving. What's he doing there? I mean, toast?
check something. No. Okay. Towards the sign. I didn't. You must like
Don't you mess these up.
I'm not.
What you trying to do?
I'm trying to turn them on.
They on.
Okay.
You must want to turn
Yeah,
it
why are they not connected to this?
They're connected now. Turn it on.
Oh, okay. Do we do it this way?
Yeah.